Good evening, Dhamma brothers and sisters. Let's pay respect to the Buddha first by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Yesterday, we have learned about Sahajata Kamma and Nanakanika Kamma. Sahajata Kamma means they are the Cetana and its associated Cetasika and Cetajarupa are born together. And Cetana cause to suppose its associated Ceta, Cetasika and Cetajarupa. So it is called Sahajata Cetana or Sahajata Kamma. Nanakanika Kamma. The Cetana, when the Cetana give the rasa, at the time the Cetana is called Nanakanika Kamma. Nanakanika Cetana or Nanakanika Kamma. While doing kusala, the Cetana is not ripened yet. When the Cetana is ripened to give rasa and give rasa at the time, become Nanakanika Cetana, Nanakanika Kamma. The volition intention is Cetana, which is called Kamma. Here, together with talking about Kamma, we also need to mention Kamma result. Seeing good object, hearing good object, smelling good object, tasting good object, and touching good object are the result of kusala given during the time of poverty. From Patisadi to Chutijeta. If present wisdom and effort combine together with past life good karma result, one may achieve a perfect life. In other words, seeing bad object, hearing bad object, smelling bad object, tasting bad object, and touching bad object are the result of akusala given during the time of poverty. Each karma can give each result. Let's see how karma arises through viti. Among 7 javana, the first javana is the weakest. For example, when the cloth is impregnated with a sand, on the first day being impregnated with the sand, there is only a little bit smell. But on the second day, a little more smell comes from the cloth. On the third day, a little stronger smell. On the fourth day, gradually the smell of the cloth becomes stronger day by day. Then on the 7th day, the smell is strongest among the 7 days. Likewise, the first javana is the weakest. The second javana is a little bit stronger than the first javana. but the third jhana is stronger than the second. In this way, gradually, the later jhana is stronger than the former. Finally, the seventh jhana, the last jhana, is the strongest one. I have explained to you in the Asavana Pajaya about Data Dhamma Vedaniya Karma, showing how the first jhana gives the result. If the first jhana has chance to give result in the present life, it gives result. If there is no chance, it becomes ineffective karma, a horsey karma, which cannot give result anymore. In Mahadugata's case, the poor man becomes very rich immediately in his present life due to the first jhana giving result. Because with the utmost Cetana, he offered food to Buddha, who just emerged from Nirodha Samapatti. Although now we cannot get such kind of condition, the result of the first jhana protects those who do kusala to be free from danger, gaining prosperity, and being successful in being successful in doing things in their present life. Being convenient or successful at work we do, and being inconvenient or unsuccessful at what we do, they can be the result of the first jhana of this life. Or it can be the result of the middle 5 jhana of the many past lives. If the first jhana is weak to give result by itself, it will combine with past life karma to give result in the present life. For example, there is water flowing quickly and slowly in a drain. When raining, the strength of flowing water is stronger due to rainwater. The water in the drain is the present life karma, and the rainwater is the past life karma. Since the first jhana gives result in the present life, and many of the first jhana are in the present life. However, some of first jhana do not give result and disappear. So it is called ineffective karma, a horsey karma. Some of first jhana gives result in the present life. It is called Data Dhamma Vedaniya Karma. The seventh jhana is the strongest one, and it may give Patisandhi result in next life, to be reborn as a human or a deva, to get happiness of a human or happiness of a deva. This is for kusala side. For akusala side, it is the opposite. For example, on the day after Venerable Sariputta shook his head, an ogre named Nanda struck Venerable Sariputta's head. The ogre died immediately and was casted to the Avijji. Immediately, his death is the result of the first jhana, and being reborn in Avijji is the result of the seventh jhana. Many seven jhana are also in the present life, but only 1/7 jhana may give Patisandhi result in next life. It is called Upapacha Vedaniya Karma. And the rest of 7 jhana may give result in the poverty time of next life. Of all 7 jhana cannot give result anymore in the next life, they become ineffective karma, horsey karma. Among 7 jhana, the middle 5 jhana karma give results whenever they have chance from the third life too, as long as one has not yet attained Nibbana. It can give result at the Patisandhi moment as well as in poverty time. We all have kusala karma and akusala karma in the past lives. Our 7 jhana of kusala karma from previous life or one of the middle 5 jhana kusala karma accumulated in the past lives give result already at the Patisandhi moment of this present life to be reborn as a human. However, we still have many middle 7 jhana karma accumulated in every life. Many past life and this life. They can give Patisandhi result or poverty result whenever they have a chance. So the middle 5 jhana is called Aparapariya Vedaniya Karma. And then 4 kinds of karma are listed in the order of potency to give result. They are Karuka karma, Asana karma, Ajena karma, and Gadata karma. Karuka karma means heavy karma. If one has Karuka karma, it will surely give a result in the next life. On the side with Kusala, if one attains jhana in this life and can maintain it until death, he certainly will be reborn as a Brahma in the next life. On the side of Akusala, if one committed one of these offenses, killing his own mother, killing his own father, killing an arahant, causing the Buddha to bleed, or causing the Buddha to bleed, or causing a schism of Sangha. He will certainly be reborn in Avijjiha in the next life. For example, Venerable Devadatta is now in Avijjiha because of causing a schism of Sangha in the previous life. Make schism of Sangha mean make separate the Sangha. Do you have Karuka karma in this life? In Kusala side or Akusala side? If not, then there is no Karuka karma to give result in next life. Even if we had Karuka karma in previous past life, that Karuka karma gives the result already. But if we try to attain jhana, which is Karuka karma in this life, it is possible. The next karma is called asana karma, proximate karma. which performs at the time near death. For example, because of dosa, people kill each other and died. So the karma of killing is asana karma. On the good side, for a dying person who is on the deathbed, a good teacher or good relatives do Dhamma chanting or let him listen to the Dhamma talk or audio very softly, or do dana on behalf of him and let him happy. If he takes that good object and dies, the good karma done at the near death moment is called asana karma. If one does not have karuka karma and middle five javana karma from many past lives, have no chance to give result yet, the 7 javana of the asana karma will give result next life. Once upon a time, a frog was listening to Dhamma preached by a bhikkhu. Although it could not understand the Dhamma, it felt very pleased. At the time he was listening to the Dhamma talk, a cow pressed on its body with a stick. It died and was born in the Deva world. Because of that asana karma, near death karma, giving result. The next example is a young boy around 15 years old who got very sick, and the father took him out of the house because of worrying that if his son died, many people would come to see and they would see his wealth. Although he was very rich, he was very stingy and was not a Buddhist. The Buddha saw the young boy with wisdom and came in front of their house and sent the rays to the boy. When he saw the Buddha, he felt very happy. He had never seen such a respectful appearance. He paid his respect to the Buddha. Shortly after that, the Buddha left. He took the Buddha as an object and died and was reborn in the Deva world. Because seeing the Buddha was his asana karma performed at the near-death moment. The next karma is called ajna karma. If karuka karma, asana karma, or the middle 5 javana karma from many past lives were not involved at the dying moment, then the 7th javana of ajna karma will give result in the next life. Ajna karma is habitual karma of a whole life. On an wholesome side, akusala. For some people, their business is killing animals every day to sell. This is their habitual karma and it may give result next life. On wholesome side, kusala. Every day, some people respectfully worship the Buddha, offer food regularly, offer water and flower regularly, listen to the Dhamma regularly, keep sila regularly, or meditate regularly. If no other karma gives its result at the dying moment, the ajna karma, habitual karma, may give result next life. Let us see the next karma called Kadata karma. Kusala or akusala karma, seldom done and soon forgotten, is called Kadata karma. If the other three karma do not exist, and may the five jhana karma from many past lives also have no chance to give result yet, then the seventh jhana of Kadata karma may give result next life. With regard to karma, there is a Jataka story about Mahanarada Kassapa. Surprisingly, nowadays, we might see some people who also have views similar to the characters in the story. There was a good king named Ingati in the city of Mithila of the country Videha. He only had one daughter named Ruja, Venerable Ananda Devi. She was very beautiful. Her father, King Ingati, loved her very much. She sent flowers basket to her every day and let her change into expensive clothes every day. Her attendants made flower garlands for her and beautified her every day. King Engati and his daughter were very pleased with each other. But on one day of the full moon day, the king gathered his minister and member of parliament to discuss about what should be done in this full moon day. They give advice to the king that it is good going to a great person and ask the question. The king also accepted the advice and went to an ascetic who is well known as Guna. He lived naked because his view was those who wear clothes were devious, and one who had no kilesa did not need to wear clothes. When the king and his followers arrived at Guna ascetic's place, there were several audience there. The king and his followers sat on one side, and the king greeted the ascetics respectfully and asked his question like this: How to deal with the parents to become a good person? How to deal with the teacher to become a good person? How to deal with the wife and children to become a good person? How to deal with the followers to become a good person? How does a person need to practice to arrive in a good place? Those who already arrived in hell, what did they practice? Guna ascetics did not know all the answers to these questions, but he did not tell that he did not know. He only preached about his way of practice. There is no result of doing good practice or bad practice. There is no past life to come to this life because the being just appear themselves in this life. There are no ancestors, no parents, so there is no need to think how to deal with them. There is no teacher to admonish and to tame people to be tamed. Untamed people are untamed themselves, and tame people are tamed themselves. No one is tamed by the admonishment of others. Guna ascetics only preached about his way of practice, and there is no result of doing dana, offering, no result of making any effort. Only stupid person do dana, and only smart persons receive those offerings. Everyone has the same great elements, Patthana, Apo, Tejo, Vayo. Nothing is special. So no one is better than others. Therefore, there is no need to respect the elder ones. The great elements are also fixed already. After this arise, that arise. Therefore, life is also destiny, such that after a human life, then one must become a deva. After become a deva, one must become an animal, and so on, according to the order. No one can change this order. Just like a small boat is tied to the big boat, the small boat has to follow where the big boat goes and stops if the big boat stops. Everything must happen according to destiny, which cannot be changed anymore. The seven dhadus, Patthana, earth element, Apo, water element, Tejo, fire element, Vayo, wind element, Sukha, pleasant feeling, Dukkha, painful feeling, and Jiva, life. These seven dhadus are permanent and no one can change or destroy them. Killing of one person only means a knife entering between seven dhatu. But people give it a name, killing. Seven dhatu cannot be killed, so no one gets killed. So the dead person died not because of being killed, but it is just destiny. For good persons, however they try to practice, they will not be pure. They will not be free from samsara as long as 84,000 wars have not finished yet. For bad persons, however bad they are, they will also be free from samsara after 84,000 wars is over. Just like ocean water cannot flow beyond the shore, so also all beings cannot go beyond the shore of 84,000 wars. At the time, a general named Alata recommended that the guna ascetics teaching is correct. Alata said, there is no result of kusala and akusala. I just remember my previous past life. I was a cow slaughterer named Bengala, and I killed not only cows, but also many animals in my past life. After dying, I became general, so there is no bad result from killing many animals. If it has bad result, I would have arrived in hell now. But I am here and I have become general in the general lineage. His works confused the audience. Actually, he offered flower garlands to Ajediya at the time of Kassapa Buddha. His offering did not happen in his previous life, but happened very long time before his previous life. In his previous life, although he did many killing, akusala karma, when he was on his deathbed, the kusala karma offering flower garland had a chance to give a result. So he became a general in the past life, present life. However, his killing akusala karma will also give him result in the future. General Alata was Venerable Devadatta Dubi. At that time, a slave named Vijaka cried a lot. The king asked, "Why are you crying?" I also just remember, he replied, "I also just remember my previous life. I was a rich man in my previous life. I offer a lot and I did not do any akusala. Many people praised me. After dying, I became a slave in this life. Although I am a slave, I still offer half of my food if there is a receiver, and I always observe Ubosata Sila in Sabbath day. Not only did I do kusala in the past, but I am also still doing dana and sila in this life. General Alata's saying is correct that there is no result of dana and sila because I became a slave in the slave lineage now. Although I did kusala a lot in the previous life and am still doing kusala in this life. The king was thinking that the ascetics guna preached such and such. General Alata was a cow slaughterer and became a general in this life. The slave Vijaka was a rich man and offered a lot, but became a slave in this life. The king thought to himself that life is destiny according to Allah does and accepted Guna's words. With regard to the slave Vijaka case, in the Kasava Buddha's time, he lost his cow. While he was searching for his cow, a bhikkhu who got lost asked him the way to go back. At the time, he was unhappy because he could not find his cow and said to the Buddha, said to the bhikkhu, "Bhikkhu, you are talkative. Only slaves are talkative. Maybe you are from the slave lineage." The karma from saying these words were established long ago. This karma had the chance to give result, and it did. It appeared again when he was on his deathbed in his previous life. So he was reborn as a slave in his present life. The slave Vijaka was Venerable Mahamoggallana to be. Let me stop my explanation for today. Concerning with the question which Ling asked yesterday, I will answer now. The result of Nanakanika karma is especially Patisandhi resultant consciousness and Kamaja Rupaklapa. But it is also included the resultant consciousness and Kamaja Rupaklapa, which are given in the poverty time, from Patisandhi time to Juti time. Can you catch it?
Yes, thank you, Sally.
Is there any question concerning with about karma? Today's the story is very long, so I stop halfway. But tomorrow I will continue the story. Is there any question?
Xiali, I sent you some question in the chat. I don't know you can see it.
Which type of karma give result to Patisandhi? And which type of karma give result between Patisandhi and Juti?
Yeah, sorry, that question you probably answered already with the things you mentioned it. Yeah. Maybe second question, please.
If so, no more. No more other question.
There's another question. Sorry, it's in the chat.
In the chat?
Yeah, there are two questions.
Can the same jhana give result more than one time periodically? That one? The number two question?
Yes. Yes, please.
only, as I mentioned other session also, one theta can give each result. Each theta, each gamma can give each result only.
Thank you, Xiaoli.
Dear Valentin, gamma is agenda. Why we need to learn about it? Who asked this question? Agenda is what is the agenda? This is a Pali. Who asked this question, please? Karma is agenda. Why we need to learn about it? Who asked this question, please? And let me know what is agenda.
Sale,
Mm-mm.
this question is asked by HDUYEN. I don't know who is that person.
Mm.
Yeah,
Sayale, when I read on the chat, I think this person asked if karma is incomprehensible, then why do we need to learn about it?
The karma. Yes, we cannot think about karma because of that is beyond of our knowledge, wisdom. That's why if we don't know about karma, if we don't want to learn about it, we will not know it, and we will not know it about kusala and akusala, and we will done whatever we like to do. So it will be more worthwhile for our life for the future. If we learn about karma, we will know a little bit. If we learn more, we will know more. If we don't learn anything about karma, our life also will be random in the samsara.
Yes, thank you, Sayale. So I understand that even though karma is very deep, but whatever we learn, it will help us not to make more unwholesome action.
Is there any question? I think no more question, right? If so, we share our merits. Today we have done to all living beings and all devas by reciting Idami Ponyan together. Idami Ponyan Asavakaya Wahang Hotu Idami Ponyan Nibbanasa Pachayo Hotu Mama Punya Bhagan Sabasatana Pajini Desapi Misama Punya Bhagan Labantu Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu.
Thank you, Sally.
Sadhu.
Thank you. Thank you, Sayale.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Xiaoli.
Sadhu.